This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 1127 of Horse Tip Daily, your almost everyday morsel of helpful hints, useful facts, and practical techniques for horse folks. Brought to you today by Kentucky Performance Products. Greetings, horse people. Coach Jen here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily. On today's tip, I'm getting together with Dr. Wendy Ying, who has a very clever way to give your horse his cold therapy, plus a barn hack for some picnic essentials. And we'll get right to our tip after this from Kentucky Performance Products. How is Summer Games different from other electrolyte products? Summer Games Plus contains the same electrolyte formulation as Summer Games Electrolyte, which was originally formulated for the horses competing at the 1996 Olympics. The formulation was based on the results of research conducted in anticipation of the Games, which were held in Atlanta, Georgia, known for its hot, humid summers. Summer Games mimics the composition of equine sweat, supplying the horse with the exact amounts and ratios of electrolytes relinquished in sweat. Summer Games Plus contains no sugar, like many popular commercial electrolyte supplements. Summer Games Plus also contains a buffering agent that helps create a soothing gastric environment. This is especially important for horses subjected to the stresses often related to top performance, such as exertion, transportation, and unfamiliar stabling atmospheres. Ask for Summer Games and Summer Games Plus electrolytes at your local tack and feed supplier or visit kppusa.com. Now, on with today's tip.
So I have a tip from Dr. Kyle.
Yay, Dr. Kyle!
That I and I use this in my practice all the time now and in my own barn. You know what I hate doing more than anything to my horses? What treatment? Icing.
Ugh.
But you know what? Icing's so powerful, right?
Yes.
And especially when you're competing at FEI. I mean, any level.
And, when you're at FEI, you can't just ice your horse. You have to ice your horse with distilled water, just in case.
I know. But my hands get cold. I get wet. I don't want to have like some ice pack hurting me. I can never get the thing stuck on, like what if you have to ice his knee or his hock?
Yeah.
That is like the biggest pain. So I was out there. I forget what I was doing. I was icing somebody and trying to like wrap a ice pack of, I use peas, frozen peas. Mm-hmm. So I was trying to wrap some frozen peas around this horse's knee and like wrap it on with vet wrap. And Kyle's like, why are you doing that? Why don't you just do ice massage? And I'm like, what? I don't know how to do ice massage. And he's like, I guess they do this in people all the time. You just take little Dixie cups, those paper Dixie cups that you use, the little bathroom cups. Yeah. You freeze the Dixie cups and then you peel the Dixie cup away and you can hold on to the paper part and then you massage the ice on the joint. And you only have to massage for like 5 minutes because you're massaging and icing at the same time.
Whoa.
I know. That's what I said too. I said, why have I never known about this?
Why have I never heard about this before?
That's what I said. I couldn't believe it. I felt so dumb.
Wow. And you could, we got a whole package of those silly little foam cups for the picnics in our cupboard right now. I'm going to put some of those in the freezer because you never have them when you need them, Just put it in the freezer. It's there all the time. You never
had it when you need them. But even still, they're so little. They freeze pretty quick.
Yeah. But, you can keep them in the freezer all the time, right? Just leave some in the back of the freezer right next to the box of baking soda that you forgot about.
Right.
Cool.
And then you just peel the paper down. And then it's like one of those little cones, those ice cream cones, you get in the machines.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. That's why I had to tell you this for the Horse Tip Daily.
That is an awesome
idea. Changed my life.
I bet you it has too. And this is going to be a dual tip because I didn't do this one yet. When I was down at your place and we went for our trail ride, I needed a mounting block because I'm old and I can't get my foot high enough to get in the stirrup to get on Alfie. And we didn't have a mounting block handy. So you said, here, use this. And you dragged over your giant-sized, big Coleman cooler. And it made a perfect mounting block analog. So if you've got one of everybody has one of those laying around, right?
It's the perfect size and it's very stable because it's long.
Yeah, they're big and chunky and square
and
sturdy.
You can put You could put your Dixie cup ice things in it.
And you can put your Dixie cup ice things in it. So this is alternate uses for ice and old Coleman coolers.
Yeah. So
There
when
you
you're
go.
packing for the horse show, in your cooler, take your Dixie cup ice things and your drinks.
Yep.
And then make sure to unpack the cooler first so that you can get on. So you can use it as your mounting block. But then when you're done, you come back, open it up, and your Dixie cups of ice are in there ready for the ice massage.
So I can massage my shoulders from riding Alfie.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Well, thanks.
He wasn't that bad.
No, he wasn't. I'm just spoiled rotten on a horse that, I don't have to pick the reins up.
But we could have iced your knee.
That probably would have been a good idea. Yeah, looking back on things. But Alfie was a blast. I had a great time on Alfie. I'll take him out for a trail ride anytime.
Oh, good. Well, thanks, Dr. Kyle, for our tip, and Jennifer, thanks for reminding me about the cooler.
Yeah, well, thanks for bringing us the tip, Dr. Wendy Ying. Dr. Wendy Ying can be found online at
drwendyying.com.
Well, there you have it. You can find links to today's guests at horsetipdaily.com. And while you're there, click on the Become an Auditor banner in the center of the page to learn how you can help support Horse Radio Network programming and qualify for auditors-only perks. This podcast was made possible through the generous support of Kentucky Performance Products and listeners like you. I'll be back soon with another tip, and until then, go ride your horse. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.